If you're looking for safe and reliable grinding services, hit up Cliff2_3 on Twitter. Yo, what's good, y'all? RT the Great here with Market Watch episode 2. Going to be talking about some of the stuff that happened over the weekend and what I think is going to happen with the market coming forward. As you guys know, we did get these flash packs on Friday, and we got Derrick Rose, Dikembe Mutombo, Kawhi Leonard, Fred VanVleet, Peja, James Worthy, Darius Miles, Duncan Robinson. Now, the Derrick Rose and the Mutombo were the diamond headliners in the packs, and they did kind of change the meta of the game for some people. Mutombo is one of the best bigs in the game now because he can shoot the ball, plus defend how Mutombo would. So that kind of skewed how people started to play competitively. We've been waiting for a shooting center to come out that could also defend inside, and Mutombo did come out to enable that to happen. That didn't do what I thought it would do to the market, though. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Derrick Rose also came out, and you guys know that people love to slash and rim run, but the play style is not as effective at the moment because you can't shoot from as deep with other cards, and the lane is clogged up, and you can still get blocks on these type of cards. So we'll talk about what I think is going to happen with these two in the future, but we still also have the primetime packs with Tim Duncan and Chris Paul, and then we have the colossal packs with Shaquille O'Neal, Deron Williams. Now, we did say in the last episode that I thought Shaquille O'Neal and Deron Williams were going to be one of the higher priced cards, and they actually are still. So if you look at Shaq now, he's going for over 150k MT, and there are not many Shaquille O'Neal cards up. He is a very sought after card because he's one of the most dominant bigs in the game. Plus, he does lock in for that Danny Granger when you collect the set. So if you have a Shaq, you're looking to unload him before super packs come out, I think you should unload him for the MT you can get. Because once super packs come out eventually, his price is going to eventually drop, because we always get those super packs at the end of the season or at the end of multiple seasons when we start to get those rewards for collecting all of these lock-ins. You collect all the lock-ins and then you begin to get rewards or other lock-ins for locking in all the sets, if that makes sense. So looking at this colossal set again, the Deron Williams is still over 100k himself as well. Deron Williams was a buyout the last video that we did. He was going for 100k, less than 100k. There's less of him in the market now. So just as we predicted, these two diamonds started to go up in price. So if you listen to my advice in the last video and you sold him, or you held on to him to sell later, then you did the right thing. Now moving on to our other packs that just came out. These glitch packs do not lock in for anything. So I just see these guys losing value as we go on. Mutombo is going to lose value as better centers come out. Just like Rudy Gobert did last year. I would not be holding on to Mutombo long unless you're a competitive style player. Don't keep him in your inventory thinking he's going to increase in value, because there is no reason to hold on to Mutombo because there's no incentive to have him other than competing. Unless you're a card collector, there's literally no reason to keep Dikembe Mutombo. I'd be selling him right away if I were you guys, trying to get that MT, because his price is going to eventually begin to go down and down as we get more and more cards to come out. Now, cards like Kawhi Leonard, they're going to stay around for a while because he is able to do many different things on the court, and he's mid-tier as far as price. He's going to get for like 30k MT or less. So if you have Kawhi, you're going to hold on to him. It's not a bad idea because you're not wasting too much MT. His price is also going to go down eventually because there's no lock-in for him, but he's just overall household name, and he's a pretty decent player. So to give him for about 30k MT is not a bad idea. I do think he's going to eventually fall to like the 15k, 20k as we get better small forwards and power forwards, but it is what it is. Now looking at the Derrick Rose, he's going for about 150, sometimes less than that. Derrick Rose is another card that's going to lose value because there's no lock-in for him, and we're going to eventually start getting a slashing point guard that can also shoot, kind of how John Stockton was last year. Once we get a slashing point guard that can also shoot and defend, Derrick Rose will be obsolete besides anybody that's a Derrick Rose fan. We're talking about cards like, let's think of a point guard that we can think of that can dunk and do everything on the court. If we get any card like a Baron Davis that comes out that can defend, shoot, and slash to the basket, then I do think that Derrick Rose is going to go down very, very much in value, because cards like Baron Davis that can do all things plus hit the three are going to be a higher value card than a Derrick Rose, especially since he's not a lock-in for anything else. So we're going to be looking for those Baron Davis type or Monta Ellis type cards to come out pretty soon that can hit a little bit better from deep, plus get to the basket like Derrick Rose does. Now, let's look at some of the badges that have gone up in price. And surprisingly, not really surprisingly, but one of the most expensive badges that I wanted to put you guys on to is this quick first step badge. Now, not just any quick first step badge. If you have the silver quick first step badge, this badge is going for over 15K MT right now, because every card doesn't really come with quick first step on it. And people are trying to equip quick first step to their cards, trying to make them quicker with the ball right off of that first step after they catch the ball, and it makes them take off a little faster, makes their dribble moves faster. So if you have quick first step, especially silver, make sure you get rid of that badge. The bronze doesn't go for that much, and the gold does not go for that much either. But if you have that silver one, you're going to be in a good place. Now, that's pretty much all I have as far as badge updates. Everything else is pretty much the same like we talked about last video. Just let some more time go in the market and we can talk more about what's going to happen with badges. But I do see some changes coming in the future. We'll talk about that in episode 3. But let's talk about a quick snipe filter that I think you guys should start using to try to get you some MT at the moment. If we look at this Duncan Robinson snipe filter, you can probably find him for pretty cheap if you use this. So you're going to go 1,500 or less. You can probably sell a Duncan Robinson for around 2,000, maybe a little bit more. So he's going for around 2,300 right now. What I would do is put your bid or maximum buyout at about 1,700 or less, and then refresh it. See if you can find a Duncan Robinson to pop up. I did this a few times, got some for like 1,500, got some for under 1,500, and then I was able to sell them back for 2,000 MT and make a pretty good profit. If you do that a couple times in a day, you're going to make good MT. If you're somebody that likes to snipe while you're watching TV or something like that, I definitely recommend using this snipe filter for Duncan Robinson, because it's going to get you some good MT quickly. And there's not many people searching for sapphires right now. They're just tossing those out. They're quick selling them, and they're not quick selling them. They're really just trying to sell them really quick, get some good MT back from them quickly, and you're able to get this, hit this up, and make you some good MT without putting much work into it. We haven't gotten any yet, but I'm telling you, I have done this a few times already today, and I've gotten a couple Duncan Robinsons to sell in the market and boost my MT up. I'm sitting at around 200K MT right now. I'm trying to work my way up towards 350 so that I can buy a couple cards later on when I want to get a little bit more competitive with the game. Looking at my current team, right now I'm just running Ron Harper, Julius Erving, Kawhi, Glenn Robinson, and Draymond. Mostly running with raw cards or cheaper cards until I find a card that I want to buy for a lot of MT. But overall, that's what I got for today, man. Market watch. I do think that Mutombo is going to drop. Cards like Shaq are going to continue to go up in value as they lose more supply of them. So keep looking out for that. But look out for what cards are coming up on Tuesday and Friday. That's going to affect the market a lot. And we'll be having an updated video around Wednesday or towards the end of the week. I will catch y'all in the next one. Keep grinding. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Come on.